We are discussing the concept of maintaining the heap property in a max heap. We are working with index position I. In order to maintain the heap property, our first assumption is if I'm working with index position I, then left child of I as well as right child of I, they should satisfy all the properties of max heap. In this particular case, if I look at the left subtree, then 14 is a root and it is having two children, 2 and 8. It is satisfying the property of a max heap because 14 is greater than 2 and 8. Similarly, if I talk about the right subtree, which is rooted at 7, it has a child 1 and it is a max heap in itself. So first assumption is this. Next, in order to maintain the heap property, what we have to do? We have to basically check this parent node with its two child node. That means I have to compare 4, 14 and 7. Whatever be the largest, I have to make it as a parent. And if I'm exchanging, then I have to keep on continuing this process till I reach the leaf node or till I reach at a position where the max CP5 property is satisfied. So in this particular case, if I start with 4, then 4, 14 and 7 will be compared. Since 14 is the largest one, so 14 and 4 will be swapped. The moment I swap the max CP5 property in this particular part, because now in place of 14 we have 4 as a parent and 2 and 8 are its children. So 4 and 8, they are not satisfying the property of a max heap. So it gets violated. So I have to again perform max CP5 for this particular part. So in the next execution, 4 and 8 will be swapped and then 4 reaches the leaf node and we have to stop. So this is the concept which we have to implement. Now we are going to look at the implementation. So this is the max CP5 function. It is accepting an array A as an input argument along with the index I. And the assumptions are the left and right subtrees of I, they are max heaps in themselves, plus the AI value, it may or may not be smaller than its children. We are not sure about it. We have to verify. If it is smaller, then only exchange will happen. Otherwise, exchange will not take place. And we also know what we have to do first. We have to compare this 4 with its left child and its right child. The first point is I have to obtain the indices corresponding to left and right child. So since it is a heap, L is present at index position 2 times of I. So this left of I is a function which is simply going to return me an index of left, that is 2 times of I. The R child, that is the right child, it is stored at index position 2 times of I plus 1. So this right I will return me that particular index value. Once I have it, I have to compare the three values now. So at line number 3, we have written if L is less than equal to heap size. That means if left child is actually existing or not. That means is it a part of heap or not. If it is a part of a heap, then only I'll compare the value of the left child with the value of I. If both the conditions are satisfied, then we are using a largest variable and storing the index position L into it. If either of the two conditions, because we are using AND, so if either of the two conditions is not satisfied, then line number 4 will not be executed and else part will be executed. So largest will be initialized to the index value I. So in line number 3, 4 and 5, what we had did, we have simply compared the value of I with its left child. Next task is whatever is stored in largest index, I have to compare it with the R. So at line number 6, we will check if right child is existing or not. If it is existing, then compare the value of right child with whatever be the index stored in the largest. If these two conditions are satisfied, then we will update largest to R at line number 7. So from line number 3 to 7, what we had done, we have simply identified the largest value among these three values. That's it. Once we have identified the largest value, we will check if largest is not equal to I, then we will exchange AI with A largest. And since we have done a swapping, because of this swapping, the max CP5 may get violated in the lower part of the tree. So accordingly, we have to call max CP5